Hi again, you guys. It's me, it's Anne, and I'm sorry, I'm freezing today. It's really cold in the house. So I finally turned the heat on, which you can probably not even tell that I have the heat on since I'm dressed so like for outdoor weather. Um, I think it was in the 30s or the high 30s this morning. My poor plants outside probably need to be taken in. Anyway, I was going to tell you what happened yesterday. Yesterday was day 5 after my PRK surgery. Today's day 6, and we can talk a little bit about today, but nothing crazy's happened today. So day 5, I go in for my second checkup since the surgery, and the doc takes a look at my eyes again and has me read the chart, which is a lot better than the day after surgery. The day after surgery is still really blurry. Things are improving, but they're still not crystal clear. I should still probably. I'm not comfortable driving, and there's no timeline which they say after X amount of days you will be driving, and I think they do this because everybody's different, and I think it depends on your comfort level. So I watched a video from a doc who was saying after a week or so you should be fine to drive to locations where you're familiar with, work and to the store and such. But I don't. It's still not a week yet for me, but it will be. It will be on Thursday, tomorrow, and I'm not comfortable. I don't think because while I can see a little, it goes in and out. It's still blurry, and things are better when I take some refreshing drops. But I'm not doing that every 10 minutes or anything like that. So I think I still am healing, and I'll tell you about what the doc said. So I'll go in, and she puts numbing drops in my eyes again. And remember early on when I was telling you, no, don't touch anything under these lenses, don't touch anything around the sockets. Well, I've been abiding by that. I'm being very good, being a good little patient. But some of the drops may have, you have some buildup or, kind of crusty stuff accumulating around your eyes and the creases and whatnot. So I had seen no videos that mentioned this, but I go in, she puts the numbing drops in, and she takes those jeweler's tongs again, and she is manually removing some of the crusty buildup from my eye. That's been the most kind of unsettling thing so far, because you really have to just sit there and breathe and be still, even though you can't feel it. It got to be kind of long, and I almost wanted to say, just leave him in there, dog. I don't care. Because as she's doing this, she's also accidentally, occasionally, pulling out an eyelash here and there. And again, I can't feel it, but it's just like, oh, you're taking out my eyelashes with this. Yuck. So after that, yucky stuff, she removes the contact lenses with the tongs, and I get to blink and tell her how I feel, and it doesn't feel any too much different for me. She tells me that she's going to do a little bit of adjustment for my drops. The Tylenol pain drop for the eye, I haven't really been taking, and she said I don't have to worry about that anymore. Note on pain. I think I just have a high tolerance for pain because I have not taken anything over the counter or prescription for this. Some people take Percocet, take some like meds for the pain, I guess maybe the day after, to deal with it. And I did watch a video of this guy who was like really upset and just uncertain about what should be happening. And again, he freaked out and he called his doctor on a weekend, and the doctor was like, we did just cut a hole into your eye with a laser. It's going to be painful. Like, I don't know if he just didn't have realistic expectations about what he's supposed to be feeling, and maybe has a low tolerance for pain. But I had nothing. I hadn't needed anything, so maybe you'll be in that case, but maybe not. And it was again suggested to me that take some Tylenol or Tylenol PM, kind of sleep it off if you need to. But thankfully for me, that wasn't the case. So I'm off the Tylenol for the eye drops, and now I'm still just back on I think I only have to take the antibiotic for the rest of the week. 3 more days, 4 more days, and the steroid though I have to still taking, and they're gonna have to wean me off that after several weeks. So I'm on an adjusted schedule for this week, then back to the 4 days for the next several weeks. Oh, she she did have to put this coloring drops in my eyes, which was going to help her see how the healing is progressing. And she did that, and she said that, oh, and she did describe that, you know, the layer of my eye is healing this way, and that the seams have yet to, she called them seams, like the parts have yet to meet. So she saw a gap. But she said by today, that should be healed over. And she wasn't too worried about that, but that in the meantime, I would probably feel like a scratch. I said a scratch on my eye or some sort of foreign object feeling. And I did feel that last night. I felt like there was kind of something, especially in my right eye. But it's not so bad today. I don't know, it doesn't feel too much different than having the lenses in. But I can tell that these babies are still healing. And the vision's good at points. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to like look around right now. But again, I wouldn't feel comfortable driving. And I have taken this week off of work. And if you have the option or the luxury to be able to do that, I do highly suggest that, so you can just not worry about much other than your healing. It's interesting hearing that, oh, like 3 days, some people are back to work, and even some of these videos, the docs say, like, you should be fine. I don't know what some of these other people are doing for a living, but I am on the computer a lot, and you know, I can kind of look at the phone now, and I can look at my computer for like a minute at a time, but I certainly can't imagine doing it for a whole shift or even a full day of work. Even with taking breaks, like kind of taking a break and closing your eyes or putting eye drops in, because you have to go back to that. My days consist of waking up, eating, maybe doing some light chores, and then taking a nap or closing my eyes and listening to something either on the computer or on an audiobook or something. So I'm still resting. It's been very restful. One of the videos that I watched, this girl was really funny because she was saying that even more so than getting the improved vision, she was excited about just having like nothing to do for a week. And I thought that was very interesting because in other videos, people are like pulling their hair out with, as I talked about in another previous video, how like they're not used to not being able to do certain things. So I'm still in that boat. I'm kind of puttering around doing some chores, not others. Still staying away from the gardening because I don't think that's wise, and there's no way I could drive over to the mulch facility today to get some mulch. Is what it's kind of been on my mind lately. But boring and stuff, sorry. But yeah, so that was day 5 recap yesterday. I go back in another week. I go back next week for another checkup, and if those crusty things are in my eyes again, I might just tell her, like, just let them ride, lady, I don't care. Although I cheated a little bit when I got home. I took a damp Q-tip and I went around the skin of the outside, like the lids, not anywhere near the, I don't know what you would call it, the eyeliner part of your eye. I was very cautious, but you know, it was funny. She spent all this time cleaning up my eyes, and then she had that dye on my eyes, and it was like all over my face. So I washed, you know, it off my cheeks, but it was still around the surface of my skin around my eyes, so I kind of like cleaned that up a little bit. And I also noticed that I did take a video with me in bed with my sunglasses still on, and I guess I could not wear these around the house if I didn't feel like it, but I'm just being super cautious, and I do not sleep in sunglasses. I still sleep in those safety goggles. And I saw another video where they advise you actually tape it along your temples, but I haven't been doing that. Although I do think I woke up the other day and I had my finger under it. I was like, what am I doing? Or I was dreaming about it. So I guess in my sleep I've been misbehaving a little bit. So yeah, so that was day 5. Still healing, still feeling all right, still cabin feverish, still tired, which is, I find so, I don't know if it's ironic or what, but I kind of sleep a lot and I'm still tired, but I think just like not having good vision is making my, is exhausting me because I'm trying to focus on stuff and I can't quite yet, so I need to just quit it with the eye strain. My cats are keeping me more company than this is the good one, but the bad one, the little bad one, which is mine. She needs a lot of attention. I'm surprised she's not crawling all over me right now. So she's kind of like all up in my face a lot, which sometimes I'm just so tired of, but other times it's nice to have company. So, all right, guys, sorry this wasn't as entertaining and I didn't have any Josh stories today, but maybe I will. He is going skating for his weekly skate trip, which I usually join him for, but I am not going to be doing any sports activities for another month. Certainly nothing where I think I could hit my face or fall on my face. So I'm not going to be joining him at the skate park, but he's supposed to get me a piece of cake from the Golden West window. Their cakes are really good, by the way. If you've never tried it, if you don't save room for dessert, I always get it to go. And I'm not vegan, but their vegan cakes are really good. So there's your tip for the day. All right, hope you're well. Thanks, guys. See you later.